to my channel. I like to film crochet, spirituality, and all things of that nature. And if you like that kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So today we're going to be talking about mood blankets. Now, rest in peace 2023. I did not finish my mood blankets. I wanted to show it and I wanted to glorify in it, but I think one, I was so burnt out with my 2022 mood blanket, one, and two, 2023 was a very rough year for me. I think I've shared this before. It's like graduated, surgery. We're in 2024 now, okay? We're doing something new. And as someone who has a lot of health problems and a lot of mental things that I have to go through each day, I found that taking the time to really reflect on my mood is essential. Like, I need to know where I'm headed and where I'm going. So what I'm doing is I'm starting a new one, and I'm going to do similarly the same thing, not quite, but I'm going to do it with stars this time. And I think that's such a fun idea. I could even do like a star granny square, but I don't really want to do that. I think it's really fun to kind of figure out how I'm going to place all of these stars together. I'll figure it out. If I have to make a border for all of it, I will. But let me show you what I have so far. So far I have these really cute stars, and the center circle is day 1, the next one is day 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 7, and the beige is the border. So like last time, I'm just going to be doing 28 days for the month, just to give myself those last few days to actually catch up on the blanket of the month. So this is another star that I have. I'm doing Heartland yarn for this project by Lion Brand, and I think one of the reasons I chose this is just because of the halo effect that this beautiful yarn can give off. Like, look at this purple star. It's so pretty. But every time I talk about like my mood blanket, it's very sentimental to my heart, and I think that they're so, like, it's like a journal. It's like a physical journal, an art way of just showing off how you're feeling. Like, if this is a pretty good week, like, you could go back in your memory and be like, oh, what happened this week? And it's like, oh, this happened. And I think it's just a really good way to reflect. Anyway, let me talk about the yarn. So I have a variety of different colors that I'm still playing around with, because guess what? You can do whatever you want, it's crochet. But I have this yellow. It's called Canyon Yams. This is supposed to represent happy. So stereotypical, I know, right? This is supposed to represent like good, like the day was alright, it's okay, nothing too crazy happened. This is what this is supposed to represent. This is supposed to represent kind of sad. This is a little bit of a deeper blue, so whenever I feel sort of sad, I would use one row of this one. If I was feeling depressed or just like really down that day, then I would use the black yarn. Really cute. This is called Great Smoky Mountains. I haven't had to open this yet, so that's a really good sign. So I have this green to symbolize like up and down, like whenever my emotions go really up and down, and let's say that they're even extreme that day, then I'll have this manic yarn. This is when I feel like I could do anything, do too much, running around the house, like not taking care of myself. That's what this would represent, this deep purple here. And then whenever the day is feeling good, I will use this pink yarn here. So far I've had to use it twice, so that's great, but you know, just good. I'm happy. It's okay. Like, nothing's really going on. I would use this pink hair. And then I have these purples for when I'm feeling like anxious. So if that day I'm feeling incredibly anxious, it's called Kabuk Valley, then I would use this purple here. And then I have this beige for the border. So this is what I have so far for all this yarn. And because I only have 2 stars and it's currently past the 21st, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of crochet along with you guys and do kind of a crochet along. I'm going to do the first start off camera because I don't really remember how to do the beginning part of the star, and then I'll be right back and we'll be there to crochet and to chat. So I'll be right back. So I started the square off camera. I did unfortunately have to use my black yarn. So now I'm just going to finish up. I'm gonna do the next few rows. I don't think I'm gonna finish it on camera just because I have to go eat. A girl's gotta eat. But yeah. Some of my 2024 kind of plans for this year is to start making some patterns, because I do a lot of kind of things where I have all these projects to do, and I really like to get creative and like think outside the box, and I think that I can profit off of that. Like, just like being totally honest with myself and like the things that I know that I am able to do. I think that I can really try to do like some really cute patterns, and like, you know, I think my issue with patterns and the reason why I've always deterred for them is because I don't make like plushies. And because I don't make plushies, that means that I want my patterns to be size inclusive. Like, I don't want the big girls or the little girls to not be able to wear my stuff. Like, I just don't think that that's cute to just leave out so many demographics of people. Because I'm a medium girl, right? So I have somewhat of a privilege in that I can kind of fit into both categories. Like, sometimes certain things would be too small but I could still fit into it, or too big but I could still fit into it. But I don't think that it's fair to make patterns that only certain people can use. So I would have to go through like the very lengthy process of like pattern testing and do all those things, which I have no like problem doing. However, I want to try to find out ways to make pattern size inclusive, because all of the patterns that I make or things that I make are because I know my body so well, you know, like I know where the hips and the dips are. But what about for different body types, right? Like for women who have different like oval shapes or like square shapes or triangle shapes, pear shapes, like what about them? Like, even if I make a size inclusive pattern, it might not fit them well. How can I figure out ways or recommendations to give them like alternatives, you know? So I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that this year. And another thing that I would like to do too is to try to figure out how to have more fun. Like, maybe take my projects with me somewhere, because like I definitely crochet a lot at home on the couch watching a show, which is great, but like, why can't I go to a park or like a cafe, or you know what I mean, just another place outside of the house, so that way I am able to get some sunlight, some vitamin D, which most Americans desperately need. So that's one thing I was considering. And I also want to be more consistent. I think that sometimes life gets the best of me and I don't really think about what's the most important things and to have things for myself. It's like the minute that things get crazy, then boom, like whatever I'm working on has to stop. Whatever I'm doing on the side has to stop, and like work takes priority. So figuring out ways to kind of balance everything. I got a new tattoo sometime last year, and it's 222. One of them says 222, and that's literally all about balance. And maybe I can do a video on numerology. I've been really into like numbers. I've been still doing astrology, I just haven't been posting it on the channel, but I've definitely still been up to date about what's happening right now. Like Pluto's in Aquarius, like there's like all these different things happening in the planet. And you know, if you like want to see me do more of that stuff, I'd definitely be more willing to kind of do that. But yeah, those are really my goals. I don't really have anything else that I want to do. Ooh, actually, I want to meet more people that crochet, like in person and online, like crochet buddies, connect, like different things to talk about. Because my friends, I have one really good friend that crochets, but she doesn't always like to talk about what she's doing. And I could sit there and talk about how much I hate single crochets all day and slip stitches all day. So building a more community where like people could share their projects, like do different things like that. Like if people wanted to do pattern testing, they could do that. Like that'd be pretty cool as well. So that's another thing that I want to do. Every time I travel someplace, I usually like to crochet something new, so it gives me a memory of what I did that day. So I also want to travel more, and it'll give me an opportunity to crochet more. Like I love crocheting on vacation. Like I have this new project. I already know, you know, like what I'm gonna make and how I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna travel to Florida soon, so to visit my family, and let's see if I am able to make something on that trip. That'd be nice. But I don't really have anything to talk about right now. I just finished up this row, and I'm actually gonna do the next row in the same color, so I'm not gonna slip stitch and cut off, but I will raise it temporarily. So this is what the star is looking like, and I'll finish the rest off camera. So if you liked watching me talk aimlessly and you want to see more of these like crochet podcast videos, please let me know. I am so open to anything. Like this year I just want to try new things, be authentic, but most importantly try new things, like things that I'm afraid to do or that I don't really want to do. I definitely want to do more of those things in 2024. But anyway, once again, my name is Brianna. I film crochet, spirituality stuff. If you like that kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.